There are so many great animated movies out there, but why keep them all separated? We are breaking down the barriers of studios, budgets, and realism.
We need a miracle.
No, we need to cheat.
And coming up with an amazing list of animated movie crossovers that would be incredible to see.
Like a mashup, bro. A mashup?
Make sure you let us know in the comments below which one you would want to see the most, and don't forget to subscribe to CBR and join the notification squad to stay up to date with all our new videos.
That's it, dude.
This is 10 animated movie crossovers you wish existed.
You got serious thrill issues, dude.
Finding Incredibles. Fans of The Incredibles may already know about the fun comic book Easter egg in Finding Nemo that shows a kid in the dentist waiting room reading an issue of The Incredibles. So why not flush this idea out and combine the franchises? The Incredibles are all about saving the day, and the Finding movies seem to be all about crisis. So in this crossover movie, we would see the underwater heroes getting help from the superpowered characters of The Incredibles. We'd leave the parents out of this one and let the incredible kids be the heroes, as they would help Nemo, Dory, and whatever other oceanic characters you could grab to help them solve whatever problem they might have. It would be a lot of fun to see these superhero characters using their powers underwater, and if they ever wanted to do scenes on land, they could always carry the fish around in little bags like we saw in the first movie. Combining these franchises would be a lot of fun, and we're sure that the box office would be very kind to Disney.
Here we are. Oh.
Tangled in Ice. Forgive our weak title on this one, but a crossover movie between Rapunzel and Flynn Rider from Tangled and the characters from Frozen seems like a no-brainer. We already know about the sneaky cameo that the Tangled characters make in Frozen, leading to many theories about their relation to the princesses of Arendelle. Both movies feature some pretty powerful songs, and we can only imagine what an empowering duet we might get from Rapunzel and Elsa in the crossover flick. Also, we can totally see some great scenes between Sven and Maximus. And of course, Olaf and Pascal. These movies make sense together, and here's hoping Disney will make this happen sooner rather than later. How to Brave Your Dragon. This would be a mix of the huge movies How to Train Your Dragon and Brave. Both movies have a similar aesthetic, and the main characters Merida and Hiccup could make for a very exciting couple to center the film around. Both movies are full of adventure, and there's no denying that a film that mixes the brute force of the Scots with the undeniable power of Vikings would be totally awesome. The films also both feature great messages about independence, and it would be cool to see the main characters try to be independent while also being with each other. This mashup seems like a no-brainer. The only question that remains is, what type of evil force will the two main characters go up against?
I know! Hey, wasn't I great? Did the whole family see it?
Inside Monsters. Monsters, Inc. was a great movie, but unfortunately its long-awaited sequel, Monsters University, was a dire disappointment. Well, we have a way of fixing that, and that is by taking Monsters, Inc. and crossing it over with the Academy Award-winning movie Inside Out. Monsters, Inc. showed us a world that is powered by the emotions of scared children, so imagine how much fun it would be to see those emotions come through a doorway in the monster world. With joy and fear likely leading the way, the personified emotions of Inside Out would likely be at war with Sully, Mike, and the other monsters as they try to negotiate just how much scaring is really good for the kids. Spoiler alert, Mike and Sadness would totally end up falling in love in this dreamy Disney crossover movie.
I promise, I'll never eat food again. I'll just eat dirt.
The Toy Party. This movie, well, it wouldn't be for kids, but it would be a ton of fun as it would combine the characters from the beloved Toy Story franchise with the raunchy characters from 2016's Sausage Party. When you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense, as both movies tell the story of objects that come to life when humans aren't watching, and their journey to uncover their greater purpose in life. Toy Story features a lot of adult humor. It's just a lot better hidden than the R-rated comedy scene in Sausage Party. This film could start at a Walmart where the toys and the food characters are separated. But then, as the characters meet up in the customer's shopping cart, all hell would break loose as these wildly different characters would interact. In the end, this would likely be a movie about learning to work together with people who are different from you, and although it would surely be jam-packed with nasty jokes, it'd probably deliver a pretty sweet message at the end. Monsters University, Take 2. Wait, isn't this already a movie? Well, maybe. But what we're pitching here is a much different and much more awesome crossover film. The idea of seeing the Monsters Inc. monsters back in university is awesome, but it left a lot to be desired, and that is why we are proposing a giant crossover flick that shows monsters from all sorts of animated movies all together during their formative college years. In this film, we'd want to see the likes of Shrek, the Genie from Aladdin, Beast from Beauty and the Beast, Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, Mulan's Mushu, and whoever else they could get the rights to for this film. In a perfect world, all the original voice actors would be back on board for the film, and fans would get to see a very fun college movie starring some of their favorite monsters from across the world of animated films, Tarzan's Jungle. For this crossover movie to exist, we would basically have to forget about almost everything that happened in the original Tarzan and Jungle Book movies, but trust us, it would be worth it. Picture a young Mowgli all alone in the jungle when who should happen to swing by but Tarzan and Jane. Tarzan would see a lot of himself in young Mowgli, and he and Jane would happily adopt the young boy and raise him as their own. Mowgli would introduce his new parents to all of his animal friends, and Tarzan would do the same with the gorilla family. The evil force in this movie would likely come from a hunter who's trying to kill all the animal friends, and we would surely get to see Mowgli mature Lion King style and act as a protector in the same way that Tarzan did in his movie. These movies are already very similar, so it seems like a crossover between the two would make a lot of sense.
To the wild.
The wild?
Madagascar 4, Journey to Zootopia. Zootopia is such a great movie that we're pretty sure that you can add almost any other franchise to it and it'll still be a success. This crossover movie would be the fourth and final installment in the Madagascar franchise.
Who's with me?
And would see the quirky animals from those movies trying to adapt to life in Zootopia. We've already seen Alex the lion and his crew venture to Madagascar, Africa, and even the circus, and we think it would be a lot of fun to see them try to fit into the human style that Zootopia suggests. Additionally, we'd get to see a shift in power dynamics, as Zootopia suggests that predators are dwindling in numbers, and so Alex would be pushed over to the edge, whereas Melman would likely make for a great desk job employee. Both of these franchises are full of hilarious jokes and references and feature some of the best voice acting performances we've ever seen.
Look! Free mints!
And so it seems like this Animal World crossover event would likely work out for everyone involved. Disney Pixar, a true story. By this point in time, fans of Disney and Pixar movies have surely started to notice all of the Easter eggs and recurring references that seem to link these stories together. For years, channels like ours have been pointing out connections and coming up with overarching theories. But what we're proposing is that Disney produces a feature-length documentary-style film explaining all of those crossovers and references that they've snuck into their films. From things like the Pizza Planet truck to how the old witch from Brave may actually be Boo from Monsters Inc. We want a crossover movie like no other that takes longtime Disney fans on a journey through the suspected interconnected Disney Pixar universe. The studio's been dropping hints for years now, so we think it only makes sense that they produce a cinematic explanation for true fans to enjoy.
So, what are you gonna do?
The Emperor's New Road to El Dorado. This crossover seems like a great fit, as both movies follow great tales of adventure and are centered on the Aztec culture. Cusco could easily be the ruler of El Dorado or a similar kingdom, which Tulio and Miguel, the Spanish conquistadors, can go explore. The movies are also both jam-packed with great comedy, and it'd be a lot of fun to see the lovable henchman Kronk interacting with the armadillo from El Dorado. Additionally, Cusco could easily fall for Shell, the leading female from El Dorado, which could cause some serious contention between him and the Spanish explorers. All in all, this movie would likely feature tons of comedy, trickery, action, and hopefully a second look at the ball and hoop game from the original El Dorado film. And that wraps up our list of 10 animated crossover movies that would be totally awesome. Which one of these movies would you most like to see happen for real? What other crazy animated crossover ideas can you think of? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below, and be sure to subscribe to CBR for more great videos like this one. Thanks for watching!